I welcome you back to my What Remains of Edith Finch Let's Play. Maybe today it's the last one. Let's see. Okay, we stopped in this child bedroom last time. So I start here. And we can see the point flashing in front of us. So this is the next tip. This is the next typo starting. We came from here. And let's go. Gregory. What's Gregory telling us? Divorce contract, okay.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Ah, this was the baby, no?
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Okay, now I play the baby. What can I do else? Can I control you here as well? No, left and right? Gregory, nice. Now I can play the frog. Great. Yay. No, mommy, no!
Hold on, sweetie.
It's time to hold on, okay. So maybe I have to change my
Sam,
volume a
I
little
told
bit.
you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Can I jump? Yay, I can jump! That's how I get the ducks. I can even remove the letters.
So much of Calvin.
Oh, I can jump super high.
Imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
Yeah. Boing. Maybe they should left the thing open so they can better observe Gregory.
Sure
Whoop.
made him happy.
Because it's not so smart to leave a baby alone in the bathtub. Boing. Boing. Can I control the whale as well? No. It's like ballet. Maybe I have to activate something before it keeps going. Boing. I have to remove all the letters before it keeps going. And they want me to land on the whale, no? Boing. Boing. Oh, I cannot reach the thing up there. Boing.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worry about a baby being too happy. I could feel him slipping away.
Could feel him slipping away.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on,
Ah,
I
he
don't want
called.
to hear this.
Okay. No? Can I still steal something? Boing. I cannot swim anymore. I can jump. Boing. It's all the toys. It's like me when I was in the bathtub. When I was a kid and I was in the bathtub, I always bring my toys. Boing. Ah, I can turn on the water again, so I die in this bathtub.
I wish
Not
you
so
could
great.
focus. About the world he saw.
No. No,
So
Gregory.
much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything.
Ah, I can swim faster. The bleachers are blocking me. It's not the bathtub, is it? Can I reach the surface? No, I cannot steer up and down. Only left and right. You always ask yourself, what is my next goal in this game? Okay, the game is always guiding you to the next goal, like I have to take this plug out. Take this plug out!
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Okay. After this they divorced themselves, okay? They split up. Okay, not so many are missing. This was the story of Gregory. Even about a baby they create a story. Even when you don't know so much about this person. Dawn. Okay, there's no bed at all. Just the frame.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gus. A poem for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Ah, I can take the letters. But now they are my new tail for my kite.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
I think I have to change in the options the sound a little bit. Sorry for that. Master is low. Dialogue is... I want the music a little lower. So I can understand her better. Even when the music is heartwarming, especially from the menu. Okay, now I have to deactivate the letters.
He'd never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
And where are the next letters? Oh. Here? Here they are? Like birds.
When the time for photos
Ah, the
came,
tombstone
Dad
or the
said,
tomb
"Come
thing is
here."
back. Standing
But
now.
Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Nice. So we are here at the marriage, at a wedding, and we have to steer the dragon of Gus, or Gus's dragon, and we have to activate the letter so the story keeps going, and we can check the scene. We cannot hit the guests. Here, this is a border. They're marrying here, and when it rains, maybe they go here. And here, this is the tombstone. It's not a stone, it's a tomb, I don't know, lock maybe? I don't know how you call this in English. But I know
The wind picked
that the
up,
Indians
and panicked geese
built
appeared
these.
and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Yeah, here comes the rain. And the storm!
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh, it's not so smart to fly a kite when there's a thunderstorm. One more letters. I can destroy the party. Yay, with a
Sounded much
kite.
too close and full of
Cool
anger
idea.
and power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Uh-huh. And ignore the boy flying the dragon in the background. It's a crazy family. They should take care more care of their children, like building more secure swings and don't let the children ride kites. Woo! In the thunderstorm. Whoa. Is there more letters? More letters. I can destroy more. You just have to wait for the thunderstorm. More letters? I wish that. Now we have all the chairs possible, I think. Can we do something with this long thing? Maybe we have to put this on the tent. Boom! No? R2, L2, can I do something? The sound much closer in the power, but my father says make the music louder, okay. Ooh. I can go more to the right, okay. Here we go, I can turn completely. Ah, I have to... Ah, the storm takes the tent away. Ah, okay. And the tent is hitting the boy. That's the story, not the lightning.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea and foam.
Bomb.
But I didn't. Until we found you.
Okay. Crazy ways to die.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Mm. Okay. I don't want to blame anyone. Maybe I don't have the the most beautiful name in the world. Okay, this is a sealed window, the sealed door, and what is that? Duties. Sweep, trash, mop, mow yard, be a baby, Gregory. Routine. Okay. My duties are sleeping. Ah, climbing wall. Nice. Let's climb.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
This is where her mom lived. Ah, look, the old computer. Nice.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Ah, this is Sanjay, okay. Calcutta, in German we call it Calcutta. Here you can look down and slide down, awesome. Okay, but she didn't want it to be with her brothers.
But I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Yeah, no, a lot of people go to religion when someone dies in their family. What should you do, no? No one can help you with this problem. With this
My mom
sadness
moved to
in
India
you.
a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
You can talk with your friends and
Lewis was
stuff.
born a year later.
Yeah. But I think the spiritual helps you more in this situation. Maybe. Maybe. What's our way? We have to
When
go
my dad
up.
died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Her dad died as well. No?
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Ah, look here, some herbs. Basil, ha. Milton, and he has
And to see the kids
only
in
some
the house
pots.
again.
The pot looks funny. It looks like the house. It's like a copy of the house printed on. This Lewis is more more clean stuff. No, he put names on it. Here, look, Dawn put so many pots on. Too many. What's that? Ah, that's the water pipe. But she created a watering system. Nice. Oh, they all have this watering system. Okay.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
What about downstairs? Because I remember that Elena played this game and she skipped one part. She didn't want to skip it. It was an accident. Can I go down? No, I cannot go down here. Ah, okay. So this is the end. I cannot go down here as well. Okay. Missing. Who's missing? Ah, there was... Wasn't there one missing? No, it was Molly, no? But she wasn't missing. Or was she? I don't know.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Fact or fiction? Our family history. Aha. Yeah, I heard this. Someone wrote in the comments. This is based on a book. This game. Of course, it is fiction. It's too crazy for being real. Or is the book based on a real story? Oh my god.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Ah, okay. Nice. Beginning of the end. Can we watch inside?
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Ah, he disappeared. Okay, that's why we saw the missing thing on the floor.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Okay. What do I have to do? Ah, I have to push down, okay. Ah, I can make it faster. Ah, okay. He made himself disappear. This is what he did in the end.
When Milton disappeared.
Okay, this was her brother. Crazy, she never really saw him. Don't even have a picture of him. Only a rough drawing, a cartoon drawing. Ah, here we have a picture. Okay. Oh, the game got me again. The music and everything. So sad, the story. Maybe I'm going to read this book, even if I know that
Mom
everybody
spent
died.
months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
But it's so well written, I have to say. The story is so perfect. Do I have to leave again, or... Cause I checked everything upstairs.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh, there's a stair leading up, okay.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Can we check this room as well? Louis.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis.
What's going on with his room? Why is it so crazy? Oh. Oh. We cannot climb higher. Maybe we can access over here. Over the boats. Oh, the boat is the room. Lewis lives in a boat, okay. Sometimes I'm not sure in which direction I have to push the stick. A water pipe. Or shisha.
Lewis's
Oh.
room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Very, very familiar. So he still has stuff in his room when it's still smelling. Look. He's like a more chillaxed guy. And he has a computer. Computer geek and smoker. That remembers me of someone. Nice. Nice room. Now his story.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
I'm working in a fish factory.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself.
Super
In our
nice job.
sessions, I saw the same behavior.
I would get
His mind
psychology
began
problems
to-
as well.
Wander. I
Weird.
asked
With
him
the
to
left stick.
describe it.
With the left stick I control a mini game. With the right stick I control another mini game. Weird.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved.
Oh, this is weird.
Bats. And toads.
Bats. And I have to keep playing so the game is not blocking my view. Oh, now I cannot keep playing. Cannot access here. Weird. Playing with two games at the same time. This is weird, but it's funny. It's not a super complex game.
And things that have not names.
Okay, I have to make more space. I cannot work faster.
He knew it was all in his head.
It's all in your head, motherfucker. Yeah,
But he took it
but
very
the head is
seriously.
strong. The mind is strong. The mind is super strong, even if it's just in your head.
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Oh, now it got 3D.
I
Awesome.
worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Ah, maybe he cuts
I
himself.
spoke with his boss,
That's not how you die.
but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused,
Yeah, in a fish factory. It's-
like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Okay.
I even encouraged him.
Now I got how it
It
works.
seemed very promising at first.
Playing two games at the same time. And following the
He
story.
told me he'd made a new friend.
Oh, okay. You're the dog.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Oh.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Okay. He lived in this... Or is it just fantasy? Maybe he kept playing video games. Yeah, that's
Songs
why,
for him to
no?
play.
That's why we play video games, because he played video games as well. Maybe.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
Oh, maybe in reality he started a band.
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
Ah, okay. It's just
So he could do whatever
imagination. Oh,
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
all in his head.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Okay. The game screen gets bigger
He'd
and the
conquer a
reality
city,
gets
then
smaller.
immediately push on. New Louisville.
Bang.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Okay.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
This is his mother. No, I don't want to listen to you. I want to keep dreaming. Yeah, maybe the
Louis,
reality is
he
nothing
heard
for him.
rumors of a
Beautiful prince.
beautiful prince.
Weird
Prince
again.
was on his own quest for
Sinister serpents. Ah,
sinister serpents.
rawr. Not on a trip on catching rainbows, come on.
He followed the sound of his
Electric sitar.
electric sitar.
No, I have to hit the notes. Oh, it's weird to play these games. When I was watching
His
Elena, I
chase
was
led
like,
him
yeah,
to a golden
come on, drive
palace
faster.
east of the sun and west of the moon.
That's not so easy.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
No, the game is completely... I can only see the fish and the hand.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Crazy. They brought so many games in this
He
game.
was so proud of having created it.
A game with games, man. Awesome. And a super,
In his
super
own
good story.
eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Weird. And I'm out of the game again. Oh no, 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 I'm in the fish factory. And more cleaning products. I love cleaning products in this game. Some blood on the floor.
We began to forget the world we know.
It's a little extreme. The same things again. He has hanging in his room. Ah, and a mobile gaming device. Fish factory.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Okay. Is this
He
Lewis?
began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Ah, Finch, number 9. Hey, Lewis. Boring job, no?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
I love to live in the fantasy world. Oh
including
man,
the
this
wise
must be so much to
counsel
myself.
of Basil.
Oh my. This game, all the characters, one character is connected with you, minimum. I think even more characters are connected with me. I have to read this book now.
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend
Oh.
down his head.
Looks like a guillotine. He killed himself.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
I have even more than
My brother
goosebumps.
was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Tears in my eyes. It's crazy, man, this game. It's so great. So great, this game, man. Yeah, and you can play even games here.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Oh, he had a good big screen. Another console, game console? No, it's a VCR. Oh man. This game is so fucking great. So sad that this will end after a few hours.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
She just wanted to go away.
I wish we'd stayed.
Okay.
But I understand why we left.
They lived here. Yeah, I understand as well. Of course. All this pain. When both
My mom
children
ended up
died
leaving
here.
everything behind.
Yeah, they left so many things behind, huh? The whole family. cheat, to teach, to learn.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another.
Oh,
So
please
now I have
don't.
to tell you about that last night.
Please don't end game. And this is our room. It's my room. It's the main character. Look, she made even some copies of the other characters.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Grown-ups has to argue. Okay, I can keep playing. The last night.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
The other
Or
entrance.
that Edie had a key to it.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Okay.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Maybe this is not the solution.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
Running away.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful.
Okay.
You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Crazy.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Ah, damn it. I was lying in front of us, we just have to keep
I
going
got
straight.
turned around.
Whoop.
I started seeing things.
Weird.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Oh, the old gate.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Okay.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Okay.
After that, we moved around a lot.
She was already gone. I can change the hand.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Everyone died in this family.
A few
Crazy.
years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest
Okay.
happened pretty quickly.
Oh my.
She got better for a while,
Oh god.
and then she didn't.
This life is so fucking hard.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Crazy. Such a hard burden.
Until I found out about you.
Okay.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
No.
And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh yeah.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh god. So Edie is gone as well, the main character.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh god. She died as well. Crazy. What a great game. I have more than goosebumps. Chris Bell. Whoa. Oh, this is a fucking touching game. Great credits. It's like from the beginning to the end. It's a perfect game. Finches. Yeah, let's. I'm going to look for this book. I'm going to look for this book. Such a great game. Such a great game. Okay, guys. Maybe not everyone wants to watch the whole credits. I'm going to leave you to watch these credits, but I'm saying bye-bye on this moment, and then I leave you watching these credits. Thanks again for joining me in this Let's Play. Awesome game. Maybe you want to try it out on your own. So glad that you watched me. Leave a like if you like this Let's Play, or a comment as always. I try to reply to all of them. Maybe not in an instant, but I try to reply to all of them. Maybe I wait for some comments and then do a pack answer. Yeah, thanks again, and maybe if you want to subscribe my channel so you never miss anything I do with these all great games I do. Okay, thanks for watching and bye.